Hey there, fabulous viewers. Welcome back to our channel where we're diving into the exciting world of investments and dividends. Today, I've got something special in store that will not only pique your interest, but also fatten up your wallet. So grab your popcorn, settle in, and get ready to discover the secret sauce behind how I'm earning thousands of dollars every month, right here, right now. But before we spill the beans, let me take you on a journey that started with just a few dollars a year and transformed into a financial success story over nearly a decade. It's a tale of patience, strategy, and smart choices that have led me to where I am today. And guess what? I'm not a financial wizard. I'm just an ordinary person, sharing my experiences and choices with all of you. So if you're new here and love the idea of watching your money grow, hit that subscribe button because you don't want to miss what's coming next. Now, without further ado, let's dive deep into my dividend stock portfolio, unraveling the stories of 9 powerful stocks that have been fueling my financial success. But remember, I'm not your financial advisor. I'm your financial friend, here to share insights and inspire you on your journey to financial freedom. Are you excited? I know I am. So let's get started on this thrilling ride of wealth building together. Stick around to the end and you might just discover your next financial gem. Let's focus on the 9 stocks now. The first one, Home Depot. Home Depot is a big name in fixing up homes in the US. It's hard for online stores like Amazon to compete with them. They sell big things like wood and stuff for big home projects. People love going to Home Depot, filling their trucks with what they need. I like Home Depot too because they pay good dividends. Right now, their stock is around $295. It's gone up a lot over the years. Sometimes I worry that high-priced stocks might be too expensive, but Home Depot makes good money every 3 months, so I think it's a smart choice. Home Depot gives $2.09 per share every 3 months. If they make less money, they might give less, but they seem pretty steady. With 100 shares, you'd get about $800 a year. Even one share gives you a bit over $8 a year. That's cool, right? Now let's talk about another new one, Norfolk Southern Corporation. They're all about trains. It might seem old-timey, like from a history book, but listen up. Norfolk Southern makes a lot of money every year. I bought their stock recently because it went down 14% after a small accident. They recently had a bit of trouble, like a train accident, but I think is a chance to buy their stocks for a cheaper price. That's why I chose them. Their price compared to their earnings is around 15, and they give out about 2.5% of their value in dividends. Seems like a smart choice to me. Even though they might have some legal problems, I'm planning to buy more of their stocks if the price goes down. Trains are super important in the US. They carry tons of things that can't be sent by trucks. Since we're not making new train tracks, they could raise prices. I'm planning to keep Norfolk Southern for a long time. Now let's talk about Air Products. Products and Chemicals is in Pennsylvania, and I've known about them forever. They give out a 2.5% dividend, which means about $1.75 every 3 months. That's about $7 a year. I really like Air Products for a few reasons. The biggest is they always pay dividends. They've been super successful, especially after they got a new boss about 10 years ago. Bill Ackman helped make Air Products better. They focused more by selling a part of their chemical business. Now, they work in special areas with not many competitors, like in hydrogen, which I think is really good for them. In this field, they only have 2 big competitors. What I love about Air Products is they do lots of different things. Even with prices going up everywhere, they keep their prices strong. They usually make their customers pay the extra costs, as their contracts say. I've had a great time with Air Products stock. They're worth $62 billion and can grow more. They're kind of safe from economic downturns, though a drop in industry demand might affect them. Their customers are from different fields, oil and gas, and government projects, which probably won't stop no matter what. Since I added Air Product, their value went up about 13 to 14% with a 2 to 3% dividend. It's a really good choice. Barrick Gold is another one. I usually don't have many mining companies, but the mining industry has not had much investment since around 2012-2013. Barrick Gold makes my collection stronger in this area. Barrick Gold is not just for its dividend, which is a nice bonus. I think the stock will go up in value. Right now, Barrick Gold gives 10 cents per share in dividends. You've got to be careful with them because they lowered their dividend from 15 cents to 10 per share. I think that's about a 3% dividend every year. I'm not counting on it forever. If gold prices go down and they make less money, they might cut the dividend even more. It's really useful that they share their dividend plans on their website. Next is Realty Income. Last year, house prices went down, but I don't think it's going to be a big crash like in 2007. Some people are worried about a big financial mess, like in the movie The Big Short, but I don't think so. Banks are being really careful with loans now. It's one of the biggest groups that own a lot of property, REITs. REITs are special, and what they pay is kind of like a dividend. Right now, it's about 4.64% every year. They give 76 cents every 3 months for each share, which adds up to about $3 for a year. Realty Income has properties in the US, Spain, and the UK. Most are on really good lease deals, including with big companies. It's usually pretty stable, but REITs can be risky. In 2008, some did badly, but the chance to get more money back can be worth the risk. It works for me, but it might not be for everyone. One important thing is to be careful about stocks that pay really high dividends. Anything more than 5 or 6% a year should make you think twice. It doesn't always mean it's a bad stock, but really high ones, like 10% or 20%, usually can't last. So always check things out. A 4.64% is good, but if it goes up to 8, 9 or 10%, I start to worry and check if the company can really keep paying that much. Next is Altria, a tobacco company. I had some doubts about adding them, especially after they lost a lot of money with Juul. Their stock price dropped a lot, and that's when I bought some. What's attractive about Altria is its dividend, around 8%. They pay 94 cents every 3 months, which is nearly $4 a year for each share priced around $47. If you had 1,000 shares, you could make close to $4,000 a year. I don't really believe in the tobacco industry for the long term, even though they make good money. So I use the money they give me to buy other stocks. Usually I put my dividends back into the same stocks, but with Altria, I use the money for different stocks because I don't see it growing a lot in the future. The tobacco business is special because there's not much competition and they can set prices higher. But I'm not so sure about its future, so I'll keep an eye on whether to keep Altria in my collection. Another stock I considered is JP Morgan. I really like JP Morgan. I think it's the best bank worldwide, in my opinion though. I read a detailed book about the House of Morgan and I admire Jamie Dimon, the CEO. Right now, JP Morgan pays $1 every 3 months, which is $4 every year, with a yield of about 2.91%. The stock price has gone down since last year, but I trust it. They have a strong base and were a big help during the 2008 financial mess, saving others while keeping themselves afloat. Another dividend stock is PepsiCo, a big name. PepsiCo is great for many reasons, especially because they can set higher prices in the beverage business. Usually, it's either Pepsi or Coca-Cola buying new drinks. Pepsi has been able to make customers pay more, as you can see in their recent earnings reports. They give $1.15 every 3 months, which is about $4.60 a year, with a yield of 2.61%. PepsiCo had some ups and downs, like a 30% drop in 2007, but overall it's been solid. That doesn't mean it won't face problems, but I trust PepsiCo. The last thing I want to mention isn't a single stock, but something called an ETF, the Vanguard High Dividend Yield, ETF, VYM. It's cool because it saves me from picking individual stocks. I like it more because it's simple and doesn't need much work. It gives out about 3% every year, I think, and it doesn't cost much to use. Vanguard funds are a good choice if you're not sure about picking dividend stocks or looking at them on your own. I didn't talk about waste management earlier, but it's also something to consider. I've always liked this company and it adds to my monthly dividend money. The money I get changes each month because companies pay on different days and months. If you find this video helpful, please subscribe for more updates. Leave a comment below with your thoughts or questions. Remember, your financial journey is as unique as you are, and here's to your investing success. Profitable investing.